So through the last years, we saw some different approaches how to build audiences and where to start with journalism. So is it print first? Is it online first? And then some came up with the idea social media first. So a process where you start the research and storytelling within the community. And next to me, there's Summer Fields from Chicago, here at the Medientage München. And you founded or you not only founded, but you're part of a team who's doing exactly that. Maybe you can give me a clue of what you're doing every day.
Yeah, so hi, I work at Hearken. It's a small Chicago-based startup, and it's actually not social media. What we developed is a platform for journalists called an engagement management system. And so basically, we developed a public-powered model. We work directly with newsrooms, and we help them take this model on in their reporting. So what that is we believe questions are a really good place to start in the reporting process, and audience questions specifically. So we work with about 80 newsrooms across the world that are using this model, learning this model, and it's tech-enabled. So what you do is you figure out, what local region are you in, what topic might be most important to our audience, and you ask them for their questions as the starting point, their curiosity, their information needs. You gather questions from the audience. You choose what might be most relevant to the audience, and you put them back up for a vote. So the audience has a chance to weigh in on, what do I most want to see answered? And then whoever wins that voting round gets to go along with the journalist for the reporting process. So they asked a question, the rest of the audience decided it was relevant, and then they actually go along and, work with the journalist to get to the bottom of it. So that could be, interviewing local politicians, getting to ask questions of sources, getting to dig into and research something with the journalist. So it's an audience-first model, a public-powered model started in Chicago.
So building the community first and delivering the journalism afterwards. But that means that you have to do the user acquisition or traffic acquisition twice. So first, you need a critical mass of users who are writing questions and voting for questions. And then you need to attract the users again, or to activate these users again to read the final story, right?
So the beautiful thing is, first and foremost, I don't see the audience as users. I don't even see the audience as an audience. I see us all as people. Journalists are part of that audience if that exists. They're just hyper engaged. So the beautiful thing is that this is a feedback loop over time. So if the audience sees, wow, I have a chance to directly engage with a newsroom. I never had that opportunity before. I get to shape what stories get created. There'll be early adopters, I guess you could say, people that are really into asking questions, that something immediately comes to mind that they're curious about. And then there's a much lower barrier of entry for people that vote. So basically, you're meeting people where they are. You can advertise it on social media, say, hey, you have a chance to ask questions, you have a chance to vote. You just keep putting that in front of the audiences. But you can get a ton of people to vote, and then over time, more people know to come to you because they can rely on you to answer their questions. So it builds over time.
And can you spread that idea to say, okay, we have not only the website with the community or the own platform, but we have also real-time events or public events where we meet the audience and the journalists among the audience?
Yeah, so the beautiful thing is that the public-powered model can happen in real life as well. So primarily we have what the platform provides is customizable embeds where you can collect questions and emails, which is a good currency for a newsroom to have, at least in the States. But also you could go out in real life, go to the farmer's market, go to a mall, collect questions from people, maybe collect votes from people in real life, and that's a way of expanding your reach to different audiences.
Cool. Can you name the website where we can see that, actually?
Yeah, so you can look into Hearken at www.wearehearken.com. So that's wearehearken.com. And you can look up me. I'm Summerfields, some Jazzfi on Twitter, SUMJAZFI.
So if some publishers in Germany or somewhere in the world want to adapt the model and want to learn more about it, then that's definitely the perfect content. So thanks for being here at the Medientage.
Yeah, thank you. And we work with all sorts of newsrooms, like 2 people up to the BBC. So, it could work for anybody.
Perfect. From small to big. Yep. Okay, thank you. Enjoy your day.